Hello, I think I'm back. Let's try this again. I think we're just gonna go back and just redo the whole video here. I won't go back through, I'll talk about a little bit of that stuff afterwards, but if you guys pop on, let me know that you're back. Say hello. I think I have to X out of all my stuff here to get the new feed. So we're having some technical difficulties. The internet went out here. It went out in the Hive also, so I'm not sure what's going on because she has two different internets, so we should be good. Hello, Sandra. Am I back officially? Let's hope so. So again, I am Gina from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today is the Snow Fun Scrapbooking Kit Workshop class. So in this class, we're doing 6 alternative pages that are different from what the instructions are providing you, and we're doing 5 cards. So it looks like I'm back on. Hello, Angelique, Sil, Sandy, yay. Let's hope my video goes okay. We had technical difficulties, so we had to leave, redo everything. So let's hope we can make it through this live this time. So anyways, good morning, Connie. Oh, it's afternoon. I see, that's how messed up I am. Good morning, or afternoon, Connie. It's afternoon, right, guys? It's like almost evening. No, it's mid-afternoon. It's only 1:30. Okay. Woo! Hello, Donna. Welcome. Okay, I think we're in the groove. So I'll get started just in case we have more technical difficulties, and I will show everyone everything at the end of the video again, just to refresh everyone's memories of everything. Okay, so we'll get started. And remember, these are alternatives to the kit. So, you know, the kit's there for you to use it as is, but feel free to edit it and change it to make it yours, and even mine. I'm showing you an alternative, but feel free to do what you want with your kits. That's the fun part about it, and I just want to show you guys a different way to use the kits than what they're just designed to do. I mean, and if you're not a scrapbooker, that's okay. These are great card kits because they come with cards, well, I should say the two-tone cardstock, DSP, you know, so you have all that. It comes with stickers that you can use on your cards. So there's very little stamping that needs to be done. You know, a sentiment here and there. So these kits are really great, and I'm really trying to show you guys the great use of these kits and what you can all do. So let's get stamping. All right, so for our first kit, it comes with two-tone Pool Party. So that is what I am bringing in here. And I'm just gonna adjust the phone just a little bit so maybe you guys could see the paper a little. Sometimes the 12 by 12 is a little bit harder to see on the camera than the cards. There we go. We'll try that. Okay, so what we need is your 2 sheets of Pool Party. Okay, we're gonna put one off to the side. And I've cut a 3" by 12" piece of this green DSP. Now, one other thing in these scrapbook workshops is the DSP is very similar to what is in the regular paper packs of DSP, but there are slight differences. This, for example, is a different piece of DSP that comes in the DSP pack. So as you can see, it's white on the outside. And I believe there's one other sheet that is slightly different, and I'll be showing you guys that a little bit later. So anyways, we have a 3 by 12 of the green. And then we have the houses that have the candy canes on the back. And this is 2.5 by 12. And what we're gonna do is adhere this on the left side of this page. right up to the edge. Like so. And then we're going to bring in our little houses here. And we're going to leave just about a 1/2 inch or so on the bottom, and this is going to go all the way across. So how was everyone's holidays? As I was saying before, we had a good holiday. It was nice and relaxing. We just stayed home. We played games all day. We ate junk food all day. You know, all those Christmas cookies and fudge and all that stuff. We were snacking on that. And we had our traditional cinnamon rolls and breakfast bake for breakfast. Now I'm bringing in the other sheet of Pool Party, and I'm going to do this right away because I want to make sure that my 2 pages line up really well. Because if you put them in a book together, you want them to line up. If you're doing them back to back, it doesn't matter. But when you open a book and you've got them side by side, you do want them to line up, not looking awkward. So I'm going to do the same thing on the right side. So this one I put on the outside left. This one I'm going to put on the outside right. And as you can see, we are not in our normal place in the hive. We are actually upstairs in the new craft room, and I'm actually the first one to use it. Oh my goodness, it's kind of crazy. She just decided last minute, they had a lot going on in the hive, and they said, how about you do it upstairs? You'll be the first one. Oh, the pressure is on. So I've got my 2 pages together lined up, and I'm gonna make sure that I place my other home paper so that they're layered the same on both sides. Not that you need to do both pages at the same time, but for this, I just wanted to show you guys so that you have a nice line if both your pages are open at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one aside. Now I'm going to bring in some of this beautiful Pool Party ribbon. So you'll get this Pool Party ribbon in your kit. And I'm just gonna wrap it over the top here. I'm going to put it down the center of the green strip. And instead of wrapping it all the way around, I don't wrap it all the way around the back just to save on ribbon. And we do the same thing with our cards, right? So there we go. And I use tear tape to do my ribbon. And make sure when you're using tear tape though that you don't accidentally take your backing off of your tear tape. Otherwise it won't slide into a clear sleeve very well. And exciting news on that, I got a peek at the new scrapbooking catalog that came out on, well, I shouldn't say, it didn't come out yet. It's not live, but for us demonstrators, we got to see it early. So I actually got to see it the week before Christmas, and I'm just trying to open up. So this is the sticker sheet that comes with this. Okay, and as you can see, and this actually will come, you can order the DSP with the sticker sheet, but it's different than the workshop kit. So just keep that in mind. I use just about every sticker on here. I have 2 snowflakes left, which I could completely fill in. And I have a strip of this snowflake sticker left and a little bit left over of this sticker. So that's all I have left out of this whole kit. And I pretty much have made a duplicate. I've almost made 2 kits from 1 kit. So keep that in mind as to how much product you actually get with these kits. You get quite a bit. I think that I have been able to, for the most part, make double of everything out of 1 kit. Now, you have to keep in mind you don't get 2 sticker sheets, so you do need a second set of sticker sheets. But the paper and all of that, you can definitely get 12 layouts out of almost, and the 10 cards. So keep that in mind, you get a lot in these kits. So this is the sticker sheet. I gotta get this open here. So we can start using it. Okay, so our sticker sheet, we're gonna use this Snow Much Fun, and we're gonna use one of these white snowflakes, the little snowflake and a medium snowflake, okay? But first we're gonna mount our mats. So your mats would be for a 4x6 photo, and I am going to lay them slightly over the house paper, but pretty much in the blue area, not covering any of the green. Kathy, you made it back on. Great to see you back. We had those technical difficulties, but hopefully we worked out the kinks and we're all good again. Okay, so now you're gonna bring in your sticker sheet. I'm actually going to bring in the large white snowflake, and I put dimensionals on my stickers. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but I really feel that it's kind of important to make sure that when you are doing your scrapbook pages, I know people are like, why do you pop them up when they're gonna get flattened in a book? Yes, they get flattened in a book, but they also do give the pages dimension. So even though your page gets a little bit flatter, you still have all that dimension that you're creating, and that's by adding ribbon and things like that. All of that add texture to your page. So I'm going to place my snowflake up here towards the top, and we have this holly sticker here. We're going to use this, and we're also going to use this Snow Much Fun, okay? Now once again, I'm going to add dimensionals. And I'm going to add it right onto my holly piece here, like so. Then I'm going to bring my scissors in, and we're going to banner our ends. So how I do that is I am going to cut up the middle and then cut from corner to corner and make our banner ends. And the same on this side. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to put that extra piece back on my paper because we'll be reusing that. And make a banner on our ends again. And we're going to pop up again. You're going to see a lot of that. Kathy, it sounds like you're going to be doing some scrapbooking in your future. I always say it's the best story to tell is by scrapbooking everything. So many times I've looked at pictures from my own family, and you know, you don't know what's happening in the picture, and it's so great when you can tell that story. And I will say my kids love to look at the stories. They really do enjoy it and remember. And you know, so many times you think, oh, I'm going to remember this. And I'm going to tell you, I was the first one to admit that I wasn't going to forget anything. And you know, what each one of my kids did was great and wonderful, and it was different than what the other one did. And now I'm looking at even pictures sometimes, and my two boys I can't always tell apart. So yeah, it's crazy. So write those moments down, write down those funny things that people say, because you never know when you want to recall that, and you can't. So Kathy, so that means that you may have to give up your many quilting UFOs that oh, you're cracking me up. So remember, like I said, to just get out those stories and tell them, because you know, especially nowadays, we spend so much time with our phones, and everything is very digital, that we often forget to put them in a place that is safe and sacred, and you know, to pass on to our children and grandkids and whoever. And no one's going to be there always to tell the stories, and if you tell the story, it'll just continue. So that's my blurb on let's get scrapbooking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because we all have a story to tell. Okay, so now I'm going to finish up. In this kit, you'll be getting rhinestones. So I'm going to take the rhinestones and just put them in the middle of my snowflakes here. You could add more elsewhere if you would like. So I just put those few in, and then let's see if I can find my ribbon. I brought the ribbon along. I grabbed the whole roll, and it might be downstairs in the hive. And it looks like it is for now, so we'll just move on while our video is working. So all I did here then was place a little bow here on the side of our snowflake. And there we go. There is page 1. Okay, now we're going to bring in that second pool party page that we created. Okay, and I have the wrong mats for that. Okay, so we're going to bring in more 4x6 mats. Hello, Polly. Welcome. How was your Christmas? So who all had snow for Christmas? We had snow for Christmas. It was very exciting, especially for our friends that are living with us from Utah. They were all excited to see the snow, but then they're over it now. They're like, oh, it's snowing. We have snow for Christmas. Yay. And now they're like, I'm done with snow. So, but it was nice. I feel like the holidays aren't complete without a little bit of snow anyways, or at least just some white ground cover to complete things. Okay, I think I have, let's see, what do I need here? Okay, 2 trees I need. And this is the Snow Wonder stamp set that we're using. And I also use the dies with this set. So you're gonna see We got a little snow globe here, some trees. All of that is part of the Snowy Wonder stamp set. Yes, Angelique, I am tempting you to scrapbook. I'm bound and determined to get you guys to fall in love with scrapbooking. That is my goal. So you have grandkids, kids and grandkids that you want to create for. That is just so wonderful and such a great thing that you can leave for them someday. So I'm taking my garden green and stamping right on my little tree here. Just like that. No snow in Texas. That's probably good in Texas. But you have 70s and 80s. Oh my, I would need my shorts on. That is for sure. Okay, so we're gonna build our little snow globe right here. And Polly had a nice Christmas. That is so wonderful to hear. That everyone, oh, I forgot something, guys. I got ahead of myself. We gotta do more stamping. Okay, we got these cute little flakes right here. We're gonna stamp those in Pool Party. One time I was in Florida for Christmas. My parents lived down there at the time, and we're just stamping this randomly around here. No rhyme or reason as to how I'm doing this. And my luggage got lost, and I was coming from cold Wisconsin, so I had on a nice Christmas sweater because I had just come straight from work, and I had some thick, heavy black pants on. And they lost my luggage, and oh my goodness, I was not going to survive, I don't think. Luckily, my luggage came the next day, but it was Christmas Day and no stores were open, and I'm a hot person, so to not have cooler clothes to wear and not have my shorts to wear, I thought I was going to melt. I was going to turn into a snowman and melt. Okay. Oh, Angelique, you're so sweet. So we're going to place this down a little bit lower, but off to the side here. And I had some of the red and white twine that I wrapped around here, but yeah, I don't see it right now, so and you know, I probably, you know, I'm supposed to support Stampin' Up, and I do fully, but I know dimensionals can get costly when you're doing large things. So one thing that I have done in the past is, you know, especially like when you want to pop up a big area like your photos, or let's say you had a big strip of paper you wanted to pop up, I would actually go buy that fun foam that's out there that you can craft with. It's usually found in the kids section, and I use that like a dimensional. So I'll actually just glue that on my piece of paper and then glue it to my photos or whatever it is that I want to pop up. So there's an idea for you. Because I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, she's going through so many dimensionals, and you do when you do this. But I just love the look that dimensionals give, because it makes your pages just come alive instead of looking, let's say, flat and boring. I'm gonna find my early espresso here. So we have the little house here, and we're gonna ink this up and then stamp this house. This is the first time I've actually used the house from the kit, and it's such a cute house. So there we go. So we stamped some early espresso on top of crumb cake. And then we're gonna bring in our 2 trees. And all of this is going to go into our little globe. And of course I pop everything up. I can see out the window here. I've never realized how much traffic comes on this corner. There is a lot of traffic out there. And I'm actually gonna just tuck my house just a little bit underneath that snow globe piece, or the bottom of our snow globe piece. Oh, my tree blended in right with my DSP here. So I'm gonna actually glue this one down and then I'll pop up the next tree. And I'm not too worried about this one touching the bottom so much because we're gonna cover it up with this little tree here. And wait till you see what I do with this little tree in one of our cards. It is so cute. I can't say I came up with it on my own, but it is adorable. Okay, so there we go. We made our cute little snow globe. And then we're gonna bring in our stickers again. So we have fun and day. We're gonna put those on the bottom. And of course, we're gonna pop them up. What is everyone working on right now? Anyone working on some fun projects, or are we moving on from the holidays? What are we all doing? Have we dove into the new goodies that are coming in January? Any of my fellow demonstrators? Are you digging into the new stuff yet? I have not quite done that yet, but it is coming. I just need to get through these couple classes and write some tutorials, and I need to get going on the escape because the escape will be here before we know it. So we've got fun day down here, and then we're gonna bring in our snowflakes, and we're gonna add the other large white snowflake. So is everyone sick of doing like winter projects and things like that? Or are you still in the mode of doing winter projects? Or are we like, nope, I'm ready for spring. Let's bring on the spring flowers and things like that. I'm ready for Valentine's Day though. You actually see in one of my calendars, I used some of the Valentine's, the marbled paper, and oh my goodness, is it gorgeous. So I'm excited to play with that. I think January scrapbook class will be a Valentine layout. Okay, so we've added those snowflakes. Then we've got some banners here. So we have our red banner here. We've got this one here, and then we have our holly strip here, okay? So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna add a dimensional. Angelique, will you be here for the escape? Carissa, are you coming to the escape? Anyone I know coming to the escape that I've seen in person? Or will you be coming and I'll get to meet you for the first time? Anyone? Anyone? I'm so excited always to see what everyone creates because everyone has different ideas and it's so fun to feed off of everybody else and see, you know, sometimes the unique and different ways that people think outside of the box. We're gonna banner this end again. wow, I did that one a little wonky. There we go. Oh, Krista, you're working on swaps and display card projects. Display, what display are you working on, Carissa? And we're going to place this one just slightly higher than the red one and overlapping it just slightly. And I have them coming off my page, and I'll just cut the ends off when we're all done. Polly, you're over Christmas and you're ready for Valentine's Day. Absolutely. The paper that we have is just so pretty, and it's so, yeah, we have some great stuff coming. Anyways, I was talking about, you'll be there on Thursday. Well, maybe I'll have to pop in and see my buddy on Thursday. So the scrapbook catalog, I don't know how, you'll be there Saturday. Okay, I'm gonna come in and just hang out all 4 days maybe. My family doesn't need me at home. They can survive without me, right? I'm scheduled for Friday, but sometimes, you know, Christine has to swap things around, so you never know when I'll be here. Okay, so it's up to you. If you want to keep this little piece, you can keep it or not. Okay, so we made just like a little banner thing up here, and then I added this cute little bow up here, and we added some rhinestones on the trees and in the middle of our snowflakes. So this 2-page layout is done. So here we go, side by side. Carissa, the otters. Oh, I didn't know she was doing all the online exclusives too. That is very exciting. Okay, so here's our first 2-page layout. Done. Okay, let's see, what do we have next? Otters. Oh, I haven't seen much with the otters yet, so I'm excited to see what you do, Carissa. The pressure is on. Okay, our next page, we're gonna do something a little bit different. You need 2 pieces of Whisper White or Willow White, whichever you prefer. I did a side-by-side comparison one time, and I think this is a piece of white right here. I feel like the Stampin' Up! White is just a smidge warmer, and this is a little bit cooler. So I don't know if you guys can see on screen the difference, but there is a slight difference, and I believe this is Willow White that was in the kit. Let me see. I need a ruler. I'm not in my same space, guys, so bear with me. We need a ruler, and I need a paper trimmer. We'll see what I can find over here in Chris's magic area over here where she does all her designing. And we're gonna grab a purple because, you know, what else would Chris have over here except purple? So we got purple pen, and this straight paper that I have, this is one I had to pull from the kit, or the regular DSP. They have one that's very similar to this in the workshop, but the workshop, as you can see, is slightly different. This just is red, white, and green, and this has a little bit of petal pink through it. So I didn't have an extra sheet of this, but I'm going to, so I pulled this from one of my paper packs to make this layout. So first off, you're gonna mark at your corners, opposite of each other, at 4. So I'm just gonna put a little dot here and a little dot up here. So I'm just doing the corners here. Okay, then I'm going to come over to this corner and mark it at 4. And 4. So, see, even Chris is lost in her new place.
I know, I'm just looking for purple ribbon.
Well, she's been looking for the purple ribbon for probably quite a while.
And gems and...
She doesn't know where she places everything. It's all new territory now. Okay, so you're going to take and put your dots in your cutting area. So right here and right here. And now as you notice, this is bigger than my trimmer. So just be careful when you're cutting this that, you know, you have everything laid out the way you need it to, so that you're not cutting off any extra or tearing or bending any of the areas. So I've got my 2. Going to slice down. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. That did cut off as much as I thought it would. What did I do different? Don't you love it, guys? I'm doing this wrong on live TV.
Join the club.
Right? Join the club. What did I do? Da, 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 da. Because my sheet is supposed to be bigger squares. Oh, let's see. Let's see, guys. Because I cut from the wrong corners. That's why. I was supposed to cut from this corner to this corner. That's what I did wrong. So, when you do this, mark your... Okay, let's see if I can find... I'm going to use this. This is the back of my white. So I cut these wrong. Where did I put that ruler? I covered it up. No, I didn't. Where did I go with it? I'm like a lost puppy today, guys. I'm totally out of my element. We had the little ruler here, and I don't know what I just did with it. It was right here. Well, at least we're all losing things today. I feel better that Chris is losing stuff too. Where could the little ruler have gone? I wish my camera was way over here. Maybe one of you guys would see it for me. Oh, here it is. It's slid off to the side. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm just gonna do it on white paper. We're gonna make it work. Okay, so we gotta mark it at 4 is what I did, right? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I marked it at... No, I marked it at 4 over here. Okay. This is what happens when you do this stuff a while ago. You kind of forget what you did. So 4. Okay. Now more of you are watching because I messed up. You guys must like that. Okay. So we're going to do 4. I did it just fine the very first time I did it. And 4. All right. Whew. Let's try this again. So we've got our 4 to go here. So this is a little bit different trimmer than what I'm used to. Okay. So we have opposite sides. So we got 4 here. And it doesn't fit so well in this trimmer. It worked better on my Stampin' Up! Trimmer. So we got 4 and 4, okay? And you're gonna cut like so. Ooh, that hit the camera. And you're gonna do that on the opposite side. You're gonna go from 4 and 4, okay? Which will leave you with this really, here, let me get this big cutter out of the way. Actually, so what it does is it leaves you with a long piece that'll go like this on your page, like so. So what it looks like, so maybe I can save it. So you have a strip like this that goes all the way through the middle like this, okay? And then you have those 2 corners, and the 2 corners left over will go on your other page from here and here. Does that make sense now that I've redone it? Okay, so let's see if I can salvage this a little bit more. I don't know how, but I just need to take more corners off. So we're going to think on the fly here. We're going to keep our quarters, and we're going to measure in. Let's try a new way, and we're going to go over another. Let's say we're going to mark it at another 3 inches here, okay? So we'll go up here. We're going to go up here. And up here at 3. And over here, 3. And we're going to cut this extra off. And if not, well, we'll just have to break up this DSP some other way. We'll go with all white. Woo, guys, I am not used to that. Thank goodness Chris didn't see that. She'd be yelling at me. Okay, so find your, right here is my dot. And right here. Okay, now we're gonna go back on the other side and find my 2 dots. Okay. Okay, that looks a little bit better. So we're gonna go with that and make it work. We'll put the scary cutter away. That one seems a little bit dangerous for my likings. You're not nervous, Carissa. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing all the comments coming in now. Don't be nervous, Carissa. I love what you do. Okay, so we've got a little bit more thickness in the middle than we did on my original one, but that's okay. We're just gonna go with this. So we're gonna lay this down like this. Glue it down, and you could glue either side down. If you don't like the stripes, you could put the holly berries down. And then just line it up on the edges here. Sil says that she needs to straighten up her mess in her craft room. I 100% need to do that, and then I probably need to haul out the holiday stuff and bring in the new stuff. I have boxes I haven't even unpacked yet. I haven't even unpacked my new stuff. I looked at it, but I have not unpacked it. So I definitely need to do that. All right. So for this page, we're going to bring in some petal pink photo mats. So we're gonna do them like so. And these are like 4x6 photos. And I believe these are 3x4. Okay, so we'll place these down. You can absolutely send me some pics, Carissa, too, if you need help, but I doubt you'll need any help. You're pretty good at all that stuff. Carissa is pretty creative, guys. And still, you're liking this layout for options for pics. Absolutely. I would say that is probably the hardest part for me, is how do I want to lay out the photos? And what is really great is in these workshop kits, Stampin' Up! Has included like photo mats that are white that you can use to place around your paper. That's what I often do, is I grab my 12x12 and I kind of take some of my ideas that I have and I lay them out before I put anything down, and I move pictures around. And the nice thing about those things, I want to get a laminator yet. I don't have a laminator, but I would love to actually laminate those so that they can be moved around much easier and stuff like that. But they're really great for just kind of giving you an idea of maybe how big you want your pictures to be, or placing things a certain way. So we're gonna make another snow globe. We're gonna make the big fat snow globe. And we need a snowman, a little tree. We're gonna have a black base to this one. Here's our penguin. Lots of cute little pieces in this set. I'm just gonna dump these all out. Hopefully I don't lose any in the process. Okay, so we need a snowman and a penguin. We need some presents, a top hat. These trees are for later. I think that snowman's for later. Oh, and we got this cute little candy cane. And we got a bunch of snowflakes and things like that. So we'll kind of scooch all that off to the side. And we're gonna do some inking. So we are going to need petal pink, or no, we need Poppy Parade. Oh yes, petal pink and Poppy, Pool Party, Petal, and Poppy, okay? Angelique, did Christine ask you to make a layout? Has she bribed you into that yet? Or have you been able to say no? What do I need here? I need a hat. Here we go. Hat, some presents. Oh, we need a snowman, a penguin, all sorts of fun stuff. These guys are just super adorable. Okay. All right. I grabbed Coastal Cabana and not Pool Party. We could do Coastal Cabana. How do I not have Pool Party? I do, guys. It's just hiding over here. Oh, I'm dumping everything too. This is gonna be the longest video ever. Just so you guys know, just be prepared. Grab your drink, grab some popcorn. We're gonna be in it for good tonight. Okay, we're gonna ink up our hat and pool party. I have another hat here. We're gonna just ink him up too right away. Okay. Our copy. Oh, but you would love to. I will make sure to mention that to Christine. Unless you don't want me to. I know some people are like, no, I don't want to do it. But if you're serious, I'll let her know because she's always looking for people to do displays and stuff like that. So she would love that. Need puppy, need petal, and I find when doing little pieces like this that I do like to just do it upside down like this, and I kind of cradle my fingers around the stamp, and that's kind of how I know if I have it where I want. Bring our poppy back in and we'll do some candy canes. These are just super cute. This set does kind of remind me of a set we had a few years ago. It was another snowman set like this, but I think they had like, maybe they had a tuxedo with it and like, I don't remember what it was called. Maybe it was called Snow Place. That's what this set kind of reminds me of. Okay, so candy canes are done. We gotta do snowman. And we have another snowman, so I will stamp him right away while we have it out. Okay, and then we'll bring in Mr. Penguin. And as you can see, dimensionals go everywhere. They're on the back of my blocks, they're on the back of my arms, they're everywhere. And we have another penguin. Krista, you will do absolutely fine. You always do. I believe in you, girl. Okay, and I think I've got a green tree to stamp here. We'll get all of our stamping done, hopefully, and we'll be done with the stamping part. We've got another tree or two. We got this tree right here. We're gonna stamp that. There we go. Okay. Okay. let's see. Let's bring our paper back in and let's start building our things. Bring in our dimensionals. So, has anyone got any plans for this weekend or any New Year's resolutions that they're going to make for this year coming into 2025? It's crazy to believe that we are coming in to 2025. Most of you would remember Y2K when we were coming into the year 2000, and I remember being, you know, oh, I don't know how old I was. I don't want to age myself, but, you know, I think I was 21 or so. My brother was living with me, going to high school, and our mom was calling us, you know, driving us crazy like moms do. And do you have water? Do you have canned food? Like, you know, the world was going to come to an end then. And here we are 25 years later. And it's just crazy to think, where does the time go? And now I have a son that I would probably do the same things for. Actually, I would probably just tell him to please come home, but at the time they were living in Florida, so, but that's probably what I would do. I would just call my son and say, please come home to your mama, and we'll be good. So we're going to place our tree in the middle here. And I'm not so worried about him going all the way to the bottom. Oh, you know what else we got to do? We've got to color in our snowman's nose. So I brought in my pumpkin pie blend, but you could use a regular marker or colored pencils or whatever your coloring choice would be. And we're going to color the beak and the feet of our adorable little penguin. Okay, so we got that. Get our dimensionals out. And what I did in my original was I made a little scarf with the twine here. I don't know how well you guys can see that in the video, but I just wrapped a little twine and tied it in a knot right here to give them a little scarf. So there's an idea for the twine for you. That's the only thing I kind of wished in the set that they had was a separate piece that you could add a scarf to the penguin and the snowman. And then we'll bring in some presents, candy cane, and one of our blue hats. So how many of you have seen the new scrapbooking catalog? I was talking about it before and kind of got off topic. Doesn't take much nowadays. What do you guys see in there that you're loving? I would love to know. There's a very cool birthday one that I am very excited to see and play with. And it looks like in the scrapbook, they took something that was, I guess, older. I guess I didn't realize it was older, and made it new again. So you'll see some bumblebees in our future. Okay, so we have all of our little pieces on our snowman, and then all we need to do is just take some glue dots, or that's what I'm going to use, is glue dots, and add a few of these snowflakes. And then I'll take my glue here. I'm just going to add a few. Of these itty bitty ones. This would be a great thing to use with your take your pick tool. Okay. And then all you have to do is add some wink of Stella, of course, because our snowman has to sparkle, and maybe the belly of our penguin. And then what I did with my Stella pen is I made stripes on my bottom of my base for my snow globe. And then you add some rhinestones. And so here's page 1 of the second layout. Okay, so now we're going to bring in that white piece again, and we're going to use those corners that we cut with the DSP. Got a hot mess going on, guys. So the corners are going to go like this. And I could, oh, that doesn't work very well. As I say, I could do that. Make some stripes. There we go. We could do that. What do we think, guys? Or should we just do the corners? Maybe we should just do the corners. Make it to be too busy on our paper. I don't know. I kind of want to actually, I had them like this on my other. Let's see. See, we change things as we go, and that is okay. But you know, when you make an oops, sometimes some good things can come from it, so you just never know. So maybe we'll do that. We'll just do a little, I like that, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna not second guess here, and I'm just gonna go with it. Anyone have any fun plans for New Year's? Does anyone go out? Is it a stamping night? What do you do? Ours will probably be games with the kids. Oh, actually, well, no, New Year's Eve we will be at home, yes. But we're going to do some birthday celebrating on the 1st because it's Christine's birthday. So we'll be heading out to the farm. And it's actually my birthday on Sunday. So, it's birthday week. And actually, our friends that are living with us, it is her birthday the day after. So you have me the 29th, Bonnie is the 30th, and then Christine is the 1st. So, and I believe we have a lot of bees during the month of December, which I find to kind of actually be funny because growing up, I felt like I was the only girl that had a December birthday. None of my friends had December birthdays except for one of my friends, and we had the same exact birthday. So I've never, you know, been to school on my birthday. I've never had any of that. And then, you know, and none of my friends had December birthdays or anyone else that I knew. I felt like I was always they singled out kind of December birthday. And then I go where I work at the salon, there was 5 of us all within 1 week. So it's just kind of crazy how you go through life and no one shares birthdays with you, and then all of a sudden everyone is sharing birthdays with you. So it's just kind of crazy how that happens. So we have 3 mats here. We have a 4x4 and 3x4s. And I just kind of laid them out in the middle of this white space. And there is this cute little tag up here called Bundled Up or Bundle Up. And I'm actually just going to take a little bit of liquid glue and place it on the edge of my mat. Carissa is going to a soccer game. When did you get into soccer, girl? Okay, so now we'll adhere these mats down. And I want this tag to pop up just a little bit. Like I said, it gives it just that little bit of dimension.
Hi, Gina. Hello.
Janet's here, everyone.
There's no internet in the hive.
Uh-oh, there's no internet in the hive. Let's hope we keep internet here. Let me know if we start buffering. Hopefully we won't. Stella, yours is the 22nd, so you're right like next to us in the birthday lineup. I feel like I can have real birthday parties now because I have people to join me in the birthday fun, so. You know, and I never did like a birthday in school, not like they do now, where like my kids all had half birthdays that they could do if they didn't have a school day. So my son has an August birthday, so he doesn't get a birthday at school either, but they do half birthdays when he was in elementary. So he always had a half birthday in February, so which always worked out good because I could send a cool Valentine's tree. Okay, so we have our mats down, we have our corners down. We're gonna bring in a shaded spruce tree, and I know it's garden green in here, but I think the shaded spruce really just pops on the page. So I'm adding a shaded spruce tree, and it's up to you if you want to add Wink of Stella to this or not. I vote Wink of Stella on everything, but some people don't love all the glitter, so I'll completely understand. I'll still be your friend if you don't love glitter, but I love glitter. I love sparkle. Okay, so we're gonna put that towards the bottom of our page. And we'll give it a little wink. And I've embossed it with the So Swirly embossing folder. And I would love, what do you guys think of the larger embossing folders? Do you like them or do you not like them? What are your thoughts on that? We're gonna bring in the sticker that says Explore. And that'll go over the center of our tree, like so. And then we have a journaling piece. So I'm gonna add this journaling piece right here at the bottom. And we're gonna add a cute little penguin. down in the corner next to our journaling piece. I'm going to bring in this cute little hat. There's something about this hat that I just love. It's super cute. And I always put it off to the side. That's just my personal preference. Hello, Melanie. How are you? And then, of course, we will bring in some snowflakes and place them randomly. Okay, so we have this layout all done. All you need to do is add a few rhinestones wherever you would like, and I like to place them right here on top of my snowflakes. So here we go. Hard to see, so we'll just do this and this. So now we've got 4 pages done. On to pages 5 and 6. And you need the white cardstock again. And all of this cardstock was in the kit. And you had this DSP. This DSP too is in the original DSP pack, but it's slightly different. Instead of being Pool Party in white, it's actually got Garden Green Snowflakes, white, and Pool Party. So I have, I believe this is a 4-inch piece. Yes, a 4-inch by 12 and a 5-inch. Yes. So we got a 4-inch piece. The 4-inch piece goes on the left page. Can I show them side by side? I will do that side by side when we're all done, Kathy. So I'm going to place it towards here on the bottom, leaving just a slight, I don't know, 1/2 inch or so of white on the bottom. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to see all that. The camera seems to be sinking a little bit as we go on. Little by little, it seems like it's inching its way down, so. So we got that there, and then this one's gonna go over here on this side, and I'm not going to place it necessarily in the center. I am going to place it slightly off to the left, but if you want to place it in the center, feel free to do that. And this one is going to go vertically, like so. Okay, so you got your 2 big pieces done, almost. I have I believe this is a 1-inch strip of the candy cane DSP. I'm gonna lay that along the top here. Like so. And then we're gonna take a piece of Pool Party ribbon that has all of this wonderful pom-pom on the bottom, and put a piece of that like so. Okay, so we've got that. So we've got our snowflakes, our candy cane, and now we have our ribbon. So we're gonna bring in 2 4x6 pieces here. I put this up obviously a little bit higher than I did my last one, but we're gonna stamp some snowflakes on here. So we've got this really pretty snowflake right here. And we're gonna bring in our pool party. And we're just gonna stamp some random snowflakes. Just up through here and along the edges. Oops, I didn't press them down hard enough. Got a few that didn't stamp so well, but that's okay. Then we're gonna bring in our 4x6 photo mats. A lot of glue on that one. Move this over just a little bit. Okay. Now is where we bring in, we're gonna put a tree right here, and our snowman and another little tree, like this. So I'm just gluing this one down, popping up the rest. And then we bring in our holly and pop him up. I don't know why it's a him. It sounded good, right? And we're gonna put this like this and pop up the berry in the middle. And then on the other side, we have another Christmas tree. And I think I'm gonna pop this one up. And then in your DSP, you have a page of this is your snowflake paper, and on the back of it has some snow globes. So this was an extra piece I had. So I just want to show you guys, I used an extra piece of that striped DSP. That was the only piece that I actually added to this pack, but I still, after doing all the cards and these 6 layouts, I still have all of this paper left to create more stuff. So you get a lot for your bang here. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of fussy cutting, but these are fairly easy to fussy cut. I'm gonna cut out 2 of them because I need one for this layout and another one for the next page. And I know you're probably all going, oh, fussy cutting. Trust me, I hate to fussy cut too. But I can handle this, I think. It's when you get a lot of detail in there, I never know. And I usually like to use bigger scissors when I fussy cut because I feel like you don't have to take as many cut strokes. And I feel like it gets a little more even that way. So this one is gonna go on here. And then we'll cut out one more real quick. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, so, so cute. So this page is all done, super easy. Okay, and then let's cut out that other snow globe. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in on a Friday evening with me, or late afternoon. I know some of you may have off for the holiday yet. Some of you had to go back to work already. I took off this week. I usually like to spend this week with my kids, but it looks like I'm stamping all this week. I need to get caught up. I worked a lot during the month of December between both stamping and at the salon, and I got a little burnt out, I will say, but I feel like I rested up over Christmas here, and I'm ready to kind of get back into things, and I'd like to get ahead of the game, but we'll see what happens. That doesn't always happen for me. Okay, so we're gonna bring in that other piece that we laid the Snowflake DSP down. Okay, so we have this, and I have 4 3x4 mats, and I'm just kind of placing them sporadically. I'm not necessarily placing them straight. It's just kind of sporadically in there. They're just slightly off, okay? Now we're also going to bring in, there's this giant sticker in here called Memories. It says Memories. So we're gonna bring that in. It's a big sticker, so we've got lots on here. So you're loving my layouts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys and all of your support. And I know I have a lot to learn here, both in technology and you know, finding that balance between family and my day job and my other fun job, and balancing it all. I know I don't always get tutorials done on time or done at all. So those are some of my New Year's resolutions. I'm really trying hard to work on those. So there we go. Now I'm gonna lay my photos down that I have, now that I have my sticker down. Okay, so there's our mats. Then we're gonna bring in that little snow globe that we just cut. Okay, and he's gonna go on the end of our tag like this. And then what I did is I put a double bow, a little itty bitty baby bow on the end of my snow globe. And now I'm gonna just add a few snowflakes, stamped in Pool Party, off to the side. And then we have another snowflake in here that I'm gonna pull in. There we go. So just some added snowflakes on the edges. Now, as always, if you don't have the stamp set, you could substitute with different snowflakes. If you have an old snowman set or a different penguin set or a different, I think we've had polar bears in the past and things like that. If you have those other things, that's okay too. Oh, I just moved my light. Sorry, guys. I'm getting some shadows here as the sun is changing and our daylight is changing here. So really simple, really easy. Add some rhinestones on here. So our scrapbook pages are done. So I'll bring them in quick and show them off to all of you. Okay, here is the pages that we just did. So there's pages 1. I have things kind of all over here. So we have this one. So we have this one here where we did the diagonal paper. One here where we did the diagonal paper. It's really hard to get these 12 by 12s to see them all. Okay, and then our final ones, I believe this is where we started out. Six pages, okay? So we have 6 alternate pages. Now, onto the cards. How many of you like these ideas in this class? I'm just curious, you know, as scrapbooking has changed over the years and a lot of people have gotten away from it and now we're trying to get people back into it, but I'm just curious how much of you guys are really enjoying these kits. Okay. Oh my goodness, here we go. My cards don't want to stand. Okay. Oh, so we were buffering again. Okay. Well, don't worry. We'll have stuff here. Okay. Our first card is using Petal Pink. And I've stamped the insides already, so here's our inside of our card. Okay, so we have a piece of white, matte, 4 1/4 by 5, and we're gonna place that like that. But first, we have a strip of our DSP. I believe this is maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Okay, so we have a 2 inch by 5 1/4 piece. We're gonna adhere to the bottom of our card. I think my phone is falling again. Okay, and then I still actually had a strip left over from the last sticker sheet, so I'm just going to use that. So here's the strip, the sticker strip, and all I'm going to do is place that along the top, overlapping the pool party just a little bit. And then I will cut off any of the excess. The only thing I wish with these, I wish they made these strips actually 12 inches. They're not quite 12 inches. They're actually like 11.5. So you guys will have to let me know. I know I'm starting to kind of get some shadows and stuff in here. So let me know if you guys are having problems seeing things and that. I'm actually going to bring this light a little bit closer and maybe look at, the only problem is when I get it, the light in here, then you guys get a bright light shining like right here in the corner. Okay, so here we go. We've got our strip here. I have a piece of twine that I already have cut and ready, so thank goodness. We're just gonna wrap it around the top. Over the pink here. Okay, so just like this. Now it's ready to adhere to our card base. Okay, so we have that. Then we're going to bring our circle in. Oh shoot. Okay. Before we put our circle down, I forgot. I need to stamp it. So we're going to put Let It Snow. I know a lot of people are done with like Christmas, so I thought I turned a lot of these into, like, we use a lot of Let It Snow on here. So before you put dimensionals on, stamp your sentiment on the top of your circle. And I have it down here so that it's on the glass mat because I have the stickers off. So I'm hoping for the best here. Woo! We did it. Well, now I got it stuck to the glass mat, but I figured it'd be easier to get off the glass mat than it would be to get off of the paper. Here we go. All right, I know I'm off of the camera, so bear with me just a second here. Okay, so I stamped our Let It Snow up here in the corner. Okay, I'll place this in the center here. And then we've got a couple stickers to bring in. Oops, wrong sticker. So we're going to bring in this tree here. And I'm just going to pop up the top here. Okay. Oops. And then we have another adorable tree. And don't forget to use your edges of your dimensionals. Don't waste those dimensionals. Okay, so we've got another tree. And I want to make sure that I probably should have stamped it up just a little bit higher. My Let It Snow. And then there is a penguin that is also a sticker. And we'll put that right here. So there we go. And then we have a bow. Goes off like that. And then you can put some diamonds on there. And then I put birthday wishes because there's lots of winter birthdays out there. So we went kind of with more of a birthday here. But these are great cards for your winter birthdays. So there we go. So here is it finished up with some gems. So there's card number 1. Card number 2. We've got Poppy Parade. We got some petal pink ribbon and a petal pink postage tag from the Perennial Postage. We're gonna bring in the black ink again and we're gonna stamp Let It Snow. And I forgot, I must have grabbed one of the kits I cut versus, so I need to cut some DSP. Or I put it back in the bag because this looks like it all fits. Ta-da! Look at that. It's like magic. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of DSP. This is a traditional mat at 5 1/4 by 4. And then this is a 1 a half strip by 4. So we'll place that about in the center roughly. And then we'll place our ribbon around the center. So as you guys can see, for those of you who maybe aren't interested in scrapbooking, these stickers are just as great to use on cards as they are on scrapbook pages. Obviously, you couldn't use the large memories one, but for the most part, all of these can be used on a card. So put this on the front of our card. And I do go with more simple cards when doing this, just because there is a lot going on with this kit. So we're going to stick our Let It Snow down here in the bottom. And we have a tree. And a snow globe sticker we're using. So I'll put my tree over here, like so, and then we will add our snow globe. So, what's everyone's favorite Christmas cookie or candy for the holidays? Anyone have a favorite? I would say I love peanut butter balls, or some people call them Buckeyes, and Oreo balls. Those would be my 2 ultimate favorites. And I love to make like the puff caramel corn, and I also make it with Chex also, and I add some cashews to it and make a caramel cashew Chex, and so I make those 2. As you can tell, I like caramel. There we go. Okay, here is card number 2, and I did not stamp this one, so maybe we should stamp it. We'll stamp it with a tree. It's amazing how fast your desk can get out of order. And then I use Simply Said. This is probably one of my other favorite stamp sets, just because it covers a lot of occasions. So it's one of my definite go-to stamp sets if I'm just looking for a quick sentiment that I want to add to a card. Who's visiting me? Christine is back. Okay, so we put a garden green tree, and now we have birthday wishes stamped. We can add that to our card.
Hey!
God bless you.
Oh, thanks.
That cutter is wicked, by the way.
Which cutter?
That one.
Yeah?
The handle, I didn't realize goes...
Pops up.
Yeah.
Isn't that, I love that because then I don't have to manually do it.
Yeah, it freaked me out. Okay, card number 2 is done. Add some gems and Wink of Stella, of course. Card number 3. We're going to use a pool party card base with a Poppy Parade mat. Here's our inside. I stamped one of the little houses and love from my home to yours. And I believe this is like 1.25 inches maybe. And the other side is probably 2. And it gives you about a 1/4 inch mat all the way around. You may need to overlap them just slightly to get your borders even. Okay, then we bring in our twine, and I doubled it up, and we're going to place it over that seam. I just place it like this over the top, except if I didn't cut it right. I'm just short. Let's see if I can. I must have just cut this a little bit. Or I didn't have it even enough. That could very well be too. Ooh, it just goes over. Look at that. Fix this side up just a little bit. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Now we can adhere this onto our card base. Okay, we made a label out of Season's Greeting. This is the Christmas labels. And we also have a pink little label strip in our kit. So we have this strip. I'm actually going to place it behind my strip. So you just see a little bit of it peek through on the edges. Okay. And we're just going to put this down here like this. I don't want to cover up the houses, so I'm going to put it a little bit higher on this one. We got a cute little bow again. Put that on top like so. And then add some rhinestones on here, and we're going to adhere the inside of our card. How cute is that? I just love that little house stamp. It is adorable. Okay, card number 3 we're on. Okay. No, 4. We're on card number 4. Yeah, we did 3 cards already. Okay, look at this guy. Isn't he cute? Okay, so remember when I said keep your eyes open, we're going to do something fun with this tree. Well, that tree that we used in one of the layouts, oh, it's right here. this tree right here. We are going to use that for our snowman's nose. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. Okay. I have to grab my card tip. That would help. Okay. Lots of little pieces in this one. I got some dots all over the place. Hopefully I haven't lost any. So these I just used a hole punch with. Uh-oh, looks like I might be missing an eye. It looks like I am. He's gonna be a pirate. Okay. Well, I will just have to go through and find him later. Cut him out and eyeball later. Okay, so we have a piece of white traditional matte cardstock. Okay, that's gonna go on here like this. Then I'm gonna add our DSP. So now we're gonna make our snowman's hat. So we just got a piece of that striped DSP. And I cut this to 4, but I cut this strip here to 4 1/4. Just, you know how a hat brim looks a little bit thicker than the regular hat. That's what I did here. We're gonna pop him up, or pop it up. Got dimensional things all over here. I have to say, it's been a perfect day to stamp with all of you. It is definitely doomy and gloomy outside right now. And then we've got our holly, and we did some shaded spruce. I just love how shaded spruce and poppy go together. I feel like Poppy Parade just really pops off the paper. So we'll put this in the corner of our hat. Isn't this cute? Okay. So we're gonna do one eyeball because we're missing the other one. So remember, he's a pirate snowman. And he'll get little tiny white ones in the center here. Okay, pretend our other one is there. We're gonna pop up his carrot nose. Maybe. I have a dimensional stuck to me. Okay, I'm just loving this, you guys. So cute. Okay, so here's our carrot nose. I'm hoping we're in the center here of where we should be. I'm not sure because I don't have the other eyeball here. So we're just guessing. And then I have these little circle dots here, and we're just gonna make a slight smiley face. And I'm missing a little black dot. Looks like I'm gonna have to double check all these kits to make sure I could have just lost them. So here's our one-eyed bandit. He really is supposed to look like this. So isn't that cute? And then you can just take a marker and put a little black dot. He's kind of cross-eyed, but that's okay. But isn't he cute? Or you could put a pair of googly eyes. That would be really cute too. Okay, this card is done. Okay, one more card for you guys. I know this has been this has been about 2 hours, so, and along with some technical difficulties, because remember, we started earlier and we lost our signal. So, Coastal Cabana, a color I haven't used in a while, but I thought worked really, really well with this pool party piece here. So we've got this pool party here, a little bit of Coastal Cabana, just to add a little more brightness to the paper. And we don't want to glue this on yet, but we're going to put our ribbon in the center. So there's that pool party ribbon again with the little cute pom-poms. Okay, so there we have that. Then we have a postage label that we cut out and embossed it with the Snowflake Sky embossing folder. Okay. All right, so this goes on the center of our mat. Okay, now this can go onto our card base. And then okay, so here is most of our card here. Okay, and now I think you guys, in case you guys have forgotten, Stampin' Up! Makes full sheets of dimensionals. They're the same size of a regular dimensional sheet, but they're one solid sheet. And so that's what I did today, is I took that dimensional and I cut out with the letters SWN, because we're going to spell the word snow, but one of them will be a snowflake. So then you do have to, when you run this through your embossing machine, you do have to make sure that you go back and forth, because this is pretty thick. As you can see, it actually didn't cut completely all the way through this bottom mat, but that's okay because I don't need the bottom mat, but it did cut through all of it. It just didn't cut this through well, which is okay as long as my letters cut out neat. So you do have to run it through back and forth, I would say 4 or 5 times, because it is really thick. Okay, so we're gonna pop out our letters and we're gonna spell snow. And I don't like to put these down, you know, hard, you know, until I've got all my letters down, just to make sure that they're all even and straight before I completely stick them down good. Well, maybe the end didn't come out very good. You may need your snips. Yes, Sal, I will definitely show you guys everything one more time. Okay, and then we have snowflake left over from our sticker sheet right here. So we're gonna put that, we're gonna use that as our O. And this is where I need to move my letters all down. So it was a good thing that I didn't push these down really hard. There's our O. And time for our W. Now you could too, when you're putting letters down, always draw like a pencil line. Oh, now that looks really crooked, that W. Now that I pushed it down, I've done that before where I have made a pencil line so that I know that my letters are straight on there. So there we go, we got cute little snow. And then we have a little ribbon right here, just a little tiny bit. And we're gonna weave that underneath the piece that we laid down already. There we go. And we're just gonna tie this in a knot. Okay, and angle our ends. Like so. Add a few rhinestones, and there we go. And then here's the inside. I did some of those snowflakes and Pool Party, and then I stamped in Coastal Cabana the sentiment. Okay, so we'll put our inside in, and we have completed everything. Woo-hoo! So place that in here like that. There we go. And like I said, don't forget to add some rhinestones. Use your wink of Stella. So here are our 5 cards. So 5 cards, 6 layouts. We've made a lot of goodies today. I'll just go through and lay our layouts out. So does this make you guys want to scrapbook and create some memories? Actually, here's the ones with the gems on it already. There we go. That is what I have for you for today's class. So we've got the 6 layouts, the 5 cards. This class is $45 product order. Product-based class, meaning you need to place a $55 order. In that order, you either need to have this kit, so order it with your order, or if you have this kit, whatever else you want to order for $55 to get this. You have until next week, Friday, which I believe is January 3rd. Please use my current host code. My current host code can always be found at the top of my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Glitter and Ink with Gina. Any questions, please feel free to reach out on Facebook, or you could email me at ginalbulo@gmail.com. This is the current host code. I will be back tomorrow with tomorrow's calendar class. Once again, I think we missed some of that in the first video, so I'll just kind of give you guys a peek here at what we're doing. You're going to make two calendars. Class is $24, and I have it unassembled right now because I was taking it apart, doing measurements, things like that. So here's our base, and then I have little rings for you guys to put in here, and then there is a little card for each month. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, isn't that dear cute, and December. All go on this calendar. If you want this calendar class yet, you have till next Friday to RSVP. Those of you who have ordered your kits already, those kits are going to get cut up this weekend, and I will get all those kits out to everyone. I do have a bunch of emails out there that I know people have had some questions, or maybe you wanted to place an order or something. I haven't gotten back to emails with the holidays and stuff like that. So if you've emailed me in the last week or so, just know that I know there's emails there, and I am slowly working at getting those taken care of. Along with tutorials, I've had tutorials going out slow but steady. I took a break over the holiday here just to spend some family time with my kiddos and my hubby and things like that. And let me see, what else do I have for you? Oh, I will be back on Monday also. So I'll be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. You can catch the class. I don't know where I'll be, if I'll be downstairs or up here, not sure. Calendars. If you guys want my class schedule for the year, please reach out to me. Send me an email, Facebook message me, and I can get you one either by mail. So send me your address and I can mail you a copy, or I can email you a copy. Completely up to you how you would like to receive it. But know that they are there. Those of you who are already customers of Christine's, mine was included with hers, so mine is the third sheet. There should have been 3 sheets with the schedules on for the year. Mine is the third sheet, and on there is listed all the classes done by me, Julie, Diane, Rose's classes, Christine's classes, and Christine has a bunch of extra stuff out there too on the calendar, which you can go to her website, click the 3 bars, hit resources, and there is also a class calendar that you could print out. If you do it back to back, it's only 6 pages then, and you can highlight what classes you want to take. Please keep in mind though that things may need to change over time, so some of the dates may be different. The classes are still the same. There may be an additional class added over time. There may be a class that needs to be removed. Just it's really hard to say right now as far as my schedule goes. Christine's is pretty well set in stone. She does flop things around a little bit here and there, but mine are especially once you get past March, I don't a lot of times know my kids' schedules with school, sports, and things like that. So I may need to change things down the road as we go out through the year, but if you have any questions in regards to anything, always feel free to reach out to me. with any of those questions. Let's see. I'm not sure what else is out there. Oh, ding, 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 ding. It's my birthday week. So I thought I would run a little special. So for anyone placing an order with me now through the end of the year using my current host code, I will give you free shipping on me. And how that will work, because a lot of you aren't local to me, is what I will do is send you a coupon and you can cash that in for a class or another order or however you want to do that. So it's for those of you who place an order now, starting today the 27th till the 31st using the current host code, and I will give you free shipping on that. And like I said, it'll come in a form of a coupon that you can use for a class or another order from there. So anyways, I hope you guys have had a great year stamping with me. I should probably do like a year in review because we have stamped a lot together and we've done a lot of scrapbooking. I should probably do something like that. And I would also like to, I'm hoping to get kind of caught up. I've got a lot of stamping to do that I've set aside the time to do for the next week with the escape coming up and just January classes and that. So maybe I'll kind of do a little bit of that all together. That will probably be, I'm going to guess maybe I'll do a Facebook class on that, or not a class, one from my home type thing that I can dig out and show with you guys. If I can get some little helpers at home, aka my daughter who loves to be Vanna. So anyways, I hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday. I know some of you may still be coming up and celebrating, so those of you, I hope you have wonderful celebrations coming up, and Happy New Year. And I will see all of you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and we'll be doing the calendar together tomorrow morning. So I hope to see you there. In the meantime, though, have a great weekend and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Yes, you did.